Hi there, this is Eitan, and today I'm gonna make a review, an overview, sorry, on the CKF Switch, a collaboration between CKF and Tough Knives made in 2019. Now, why I'm calling this one an overview? One of my YouTube comments, he told me, he drew my attention, he told me, if you don't use the knife, then it's not a review, it's an overview. So I accept that. Most of my knives, I use them. I use them 2 weeks. But some knives, friends or colleagues give me, and they are for sale or something like that. So they ask me not to use it. So I can do only impressions by holding it, opening it, looking at it. Sometimes disassemble and assemble it, not always. So this, in this case, it's not mine, and I had it for a while. I examined it, and this is my 2 cents on the model. So basic specs: the overall length is 8 inches, 7.99 by the website. I measured the blade thickness from M390, around 4 millimeter, a bit hair more. The blade length is 3.46 inches, which is 88 millimeters or 8.8 centimeters, depend how you ask it. Use the metric system, it's very simple, increments of 10. The weight is around 113 grams, which is around 3 ounces, closer to 2.9 ounces. And I don't think that I missed something important. The knife itself is a frame lock flipper with M390. Titanium handle with carbon fiber inlay, zirconium backspacer and pocket clip, and steel and tie hardware. M390 blade, I said, yeah. It made the parts are made in China, and the knife is assembled in Russia, assembled and finished. CKF send their knives with they are limited edition, so they send it with a card, maker, model name. This is, by the way, the maker of Tough Knife, Geoff Blauvelt. I'm sorry if I'm not pronouncing his name properly. And it comes with all those replacement parts. Only 333 made. So let's go and deep into the review. Size comparison first. So this is near the Buck 110. The Buck 110, as you see, it's a larger knife and heavier, but the blade seemed like the similar size, and even the Switch knife, which seemed a bit smaller knife, has a bigger blade. Let's see it near the PM2. Well, the PM2 have a similar size blade. The weight is more like the same, but the handle is much longer and grippier. Let's see it near the CVV Elementum. Well, the CVV Elementum is smaller in handle and blade length, but not that small. Near the Cold Steel Code 4, you see the Code 4 is bigger. Handle and blade is around similar length, maybe a hair bigger. And we have over here the Strider SMF that I like so much, and it's bigger in every way. Blade and handle itself. So let's go deep into the view. Well, the blade here seemed like a simple drop point with several interesting flats. It seemed like a swedge here, but it's not a swedge. The tip is very strong and aggressive. We have over here a sharpening choil. It's hollow ground with a satin finished or hand satin finished. Over here you have one type of finish, and over here it's more matte finish. We have over here a gentle jimping with nice touches all around, chamfering everywhere, almost everywhere. Over here we have the flipper tab. The flipper tab is a bit aggressive. Over here they didn't chamfer, and I'll get to that later. The hand, and we have nothing in the slicing path. Okay, those lines, which is supposed to be the primary bevel, they are sort of not only functional but design aspects, and I'll get to that. Over here you see the tip, the grinds, you see that they're not at the tip. It's made on purpose to see it on Riat also, because if you sharpen it, and it will be those grind lines at the tip, The first time you sharpen it, you will see that it has been sharpened and some parts over here is missing. So they put the grinds a bit up so you have place to sharpen it. The action itself, I'm sorry about the zoom. This is when I'm picturing in the daylight. The action itself is great. It opens very, very smooth. You need to press it a bit hard, but when you do and when it opens, it snaps out and closes very, very nicely. Buttery smooth, I can say. Right now, it don't want to go down. I don't know why. Now we see. When you shoot it, they give you a problem. They have a single row bearing over here, but the action is very, very good. It's a bit hard at the start, but you feel it very smooth. You need to hold it to understand. The handle itself made by 2 slabs of titanium, thick, but they are milled inside too, so the weight is reduced. We have over here insert of carbon fiber, marbled carbon fiber. Just a second. I'm gonna play with the light. Marbled carbon fiber, and we have checkered pattern over here. The inserts are well fitted. You don't see any gaps whatsoever, and the carbon fibers seem very, very nice. The screws come from one side to the other, and you have a replacement screws. This is the Zirconium Backspacer, and as you see, it has those squares which connected in design aspect to the squares over here and the squares over here, which is very, very nice and also very grippy. The knife is very ergonomic in the hand, fun to grip, although the titanium tend to be smooth, as titanium does when when you make it a flat surface and then you anodize it and polish it. The inserts, they are very grabby, so when you hold it, they catch very, very good in the hand, and the knife is very, very secure. Also, the choil here is very, very good, and the knife feels very nice in the hand itself. Now, as the design aspects and the flats, as you see, there is this flat part and this flat parts, and this one is connected, or I don't know how you say it in English. In Hebrew I know how, but it seems like a continuous line from here to there, and you see the same type of flat over here also. It's something that tough knives have, but I think he does it on purpose. Also over here, and when you close the knife, you see that the flat here continue on the flat part here, which is very, very nice design aspect. Okay, and it's also fit over here, very nice. I like it very much, the playing that he does with the knife shape, general shape, and how it looks. What I less like in this knife, first of all, the price is $560, but it's not available because they made only limited edition, as CKF does. Now it's $560, and today it remains around the $500, $600, depend on the state of the knife. And two other things is they didn't chamfer this part over here, and when you hate and it goes out of the, and when you add it to a bit strong detent, you're gonna get a bit of a red finger, which is annoying. Another aspect which I have a small problem is that the blade is a bit stuck outside. If you move your finger over here from here to there, you can feel the tip of the edge, and also if you press it only gently, you will feel it here. So it's something you need to take under consideration. So what's for the bottom line? For the bottom line, I think this is a very beautiful knife. I think it's well made, and I think as design, it's very beautiful. You learn to, you grow into this knife. At first, when I saw that, I thought, it's a small flipper, medium flipper. I'm not interested in that because someone offered it to me and I declined. So someone else took it and now he lent it to me for a review, and I grew into it. I saw those lines and I like it very much, the design aspect. The blade, although the knife is medium and light, the blade is relatively large, and it can work very fine. The grind is very good. It's hollow grind, and although it's a bit thick blade, the hollowness allows it to dip inside the material very good. The profiles seem a bit thick, but only because you have this primary bevel over here. The tip is very strong, and overall, with a good action, a very good fit and finish, look very high-class knife. And you add this grippy parts, which allows it to be more functional knife for challenging uses. As I said, a very nice pocket clip. I didn't refer to the pocket clip. It's minimalistic and very good, made from Zirconium, hidden hardware. I think it's a good knife to have. Now it is limited by numbers, and it will be hard to get, but if you have a chance and you have the money, I encourage you to check it out, to look into it. It is a small knife that can cut like a big one, and it's also well made, well fit and finish, and you have spare parts, and the grind is good. And it seems like they not only thought on the functional parts for grip and hold, but they also thought on the design aspect, which $500–600 should, which they made all those lines talk together. The handle, it seems like the handle is integral part of the knife. It doesn't seem like you have those knives that you see one type of blade and one type of handle, and you say it doesn't seem to belong each other. This one seems to belong each other perfectly. The only issue is over here that the tip, it can grip in your finger a bit, and they need to do something about it. It's not that terrible, but if you play a lot with your fingers like that, that can be an issue. And at the back, of course, but also if you press it, you'll feel it a bit. That's it. So if they'll have number 2, CKF, improve it and do something about it. So that's it. I'll make a final close-up, and I hope it won't zoom out to me. It will. Yeah, shit. Okay, so you can enjoy this nice beauty. See that it is hard to me. Look at that. Very well made, polished. As you see, the Zirconium backspacer and handle. Over here, the checkered part. Overall, well-made knife in my opinion. Thank you and have a great day.